Hello and welcome to Storytime with Auntie Vina. Today we're out in the garden with all the lovely flowers, and that's really good because our book for today is Kofi and the Butterflies. I love butterflies, I love everything about them, so I can't wait to see what we're going to read about today. Sandra Horn is the writer and it's illustrated by Lynn Wiley. Kofi and the Butterflies. Look at that gorgeous picture. Isn't that lovely? Kofi loved butterflies more than he loved any other creature. He spent hours watching them in the park. He loved the way they darted and dived and danced in the air. Do you like butterflies? Oh, look at them. They're beautiful. He loved to look at all the different colours and patterns on their wings. Sometimes he was very quiet and he could get so close he could almost touch them. See that one there? If you're very still and very quiet, sometimes they'll come very close to you. One day, as Kofi stood watching the butterflies, he caught sight of a boy catching one. The butterfly was struggling to escape from his net. It was trapped. Kofi raced over to him. "Don't kill that butterfly," he shouted. "That's cruel. Leave it alone." Oh, look. "I'm not cruel. I collect butterflies, and this one is for my collection," said the boy in a self-important sort of way. "Lots of butterflies are extinct. The only way we know that they existed is from collections like mine," said the boy. Extinct means that they don't exist anymore. And if we catch them and kill them, well, that's going to help them stay extinct, isn't it? But let's see what his reasoning is. Kofi thought for a moment, looked at the butterfly and recognized it. "That butterfly's a swallowtail," he said quickly. "I saw one in the museum on our school trip. I did a project on them. They're dying out. Only a few more are left now." "Are you sure about the museum?" asked the boy. "Yes, I am," said Kofi quickly. "Of course I am." "Well," said the boy, "if you say so." He hesitated, lifted the net, and ran off. Phew, save that butterfly. And off he is running away with his now empty net. That's good. The lucky butterfly stood stock still and then fluttered away. She quickly vanished among the flowers. Kofi settled down to see if more butterflies would appear. As he waited, he heard a small, soft, squeaky noise. A beautiful butterfly, which had been watching the boys, landed on his shoulder. "Many thanks, friend," squeaked the butterfly. Kofi was amazed. "Will you accept a special invitation and come with me?" squeaked the butterfly. "Be my guest in the fantastic kingdom of the butterflies." Oh my goodness, how strange would that be? A talking butterfly. Kofi was so surprised. He could only mumble, "Yes, please." He began to shrink immediately. "Climb on," whispered the butterfly, and off they flew higher and higher into the air. The wind whistled softly as they travelled. How amazing. Lucky Kofi. Look at that. After a few minutes, they came to a huge gate, which seemed to be made of oak. It blocked their path completely. Kofi thought that they'd come to the end of their journey. But what does that look like to you? Can you see if you look really closely? He thinks it's a wall, but what can you see? "Away!" cried the butterfly, and the gate became a fluttering mass. Kofi caught a glimpse of a bright, exciting world beyond. They flew straight in. Look at that. It wasn't a wall at all. It was butterflies or moths. These look a bit more like moths, but it might be a different kind of butterfly. I need to ask somebody who knows about these things. That's them all close together looking like a wall. Things aren't always as they seem. The butterfly landed. Kofi dismounted and was suddenly back to his normal size. He was in the most fantastic room he'd ever seen. At the far end was what seemed to be an enormous stained glass window. "Our special guest is invited into the inner chamber," cried the butterfly. Look at that amazing room. Can you see it? Look at the butterflies and all the colors. Oh, I would love to stand there. That looks amazing. Just from being kind. Lucky Kofi. As Kofi watched, the entire window seemed to sway this way and that, and then fluttered away. "Awesome," whispered Kofi. Look at them. Their colours are just amazing. Have you ever drawn a butterfly and coloured it in amazing colours? Then all of a sudden, a beautiful blue butterfly landed on his finger. "Welcome, kind friend," she said softly. "Your wise words today will help save us all." "Oh, no problem," muttered Kofi, wishing he could think of something fantastic to say. She then took him on a tour around the beautiful butterfly kingdom. "Thank you," said Kofi. "Thank you, Kofi," whispered the blue butterfly and pressed something into his hand. Oh, it's like magic. Look at that. Beautiful. Before he had time to look at his gift, he felt himself shrinking again. "Climb on," said the butterfly once more. Off they flew, away from the land of the butterflies. As they fluttered fast through the air, Kofi whispered, "I'll never forget this." "Sorry," said the butterfly as the wind rushed by. "You will not remember any of this once you get back." Oh, that's a pity. Look at them flying. Oh. If you look really closely, you can see Kofi flying with the butterfly. Oh, lovely. Suddenly they landed. Kofi was back in the park again. "I must have fallen asleep," he thought. And that was a really amazing dream. As Kofi rubbed his eyes, something fell out of his hand. He picked up a tiny key, stamped with a beautiful blue butterfly. Was that really a dream? He thought. Well, I wonder. I'd wonder. Ooh, that's the end of our story. I wonder what that key opens. Oh, I liked that. Kofi and the butterflies. And I'm reading this to you on a Friday because Kofi is the name given to children, boys, born on a Friday in Ghana. And so I wanted to read it on a Friday just because of that. And because I love the story so much. Did you like it? I hope so. If you want to, you can draw me a beautiful butterfly, blue, green, red, any color you like, and send it to me. My details are below, and you can leave me a comment or you can subscribe so you get the next story as soon as it comes out. Until next time, with Storytime with Auntie Vina. Bye-bye.